Hey, what's up? Bon dia, everybody. How you doing? Today we're doing a reaction of Fredjat singing in Barão Vermelho from '96. I learned from you guys that this is a band from the '80s where both Fredjat and Cazuza were members of, but then afterwards he went on his own. Unfortunately, we know that Cazuza passed away, but honestly, I didn't know. I also don't know if in '96 Cazuza had already passed away, honestly. I'm learning those things through you.
Amor, meu grande amor.
This was a request, by the
Não
way.
chegue na hora marcada. Assim como as canções, como as paixões e as palavras. Me veja nos seus olhos, na minha cara lavada.
Scratch.
Me venha sem saber se sou fogo ou se sou água.
If I am fire or if I am water. I understood that. Okay, right off the bat, there is of course a very '90s sound. I have to say quite simple though. Very simple, like more popish. His voice is very nice, very melodic. I've noticed sometimes that there are a lot of great beloved singers in Brazilian music, which not always you would think of them as great singers. You know what I mean? Like they do wonderful thing with their voices, but if you want to be picky, like in the way of listening to the voice, sometimes you hear some of those big names that they tend to be a little bit flat on the pitch. You know, sometimes like I always say, like a fretless instrument. You know, like they got a sort of kind of, you know, the voice sometimes even seems like to break here and there. But for whatever reason, you know, like works. And you know me that I'm not a musical snob or like but you do hear those things, you know. And there are plenty of artists that way that they still manage to, you know, create great songs that people love. But in this case, for instance, when I'm listening to Fredjat, he really has a good, like, in pitch voice, bam, 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 all the time. So, you know, I want to listen also to more live because I want to see how he performs live as well. I think I might have done one song in the past. And also, if you agree with me or not, let me know.
Amor, meu grande amor. Me chega assim bem de repente, sem nome ou sobrenome, sem sentir o que não sente. Que tudo que ofereço é meu calor, meu endereço. A vida do teu filho, desde o fim até o começo. Amor, meu grande.
There's these peculiar instruments. I always forget what it's called. You know, it's a sort of like shaped like a flask that you know that you can play with the hand on top of the rim. You know, and then there's another hole somewhere that makes this watery sound. Very nice. Some acoustic guitars, of course. There's also an electrified guitar. I don't know this effect. I always misplace them. I don't know if it's a flanger or I guess probably it's just a little bit of reverb. You know, a clean electric guitar with a little bit of reverb on. And again, the song feels much more kind of popish, pop rock a little bit, you know, but it's also kind of in line, like we say, '96. This is a type of sound that was used a lot also in the US, in Europe, with the newer band coming out, like that sort of wave that was marked by the by band like Oasis, of course, which probably were the biggest band at the time, especially when the first album came out. So there's a lot of people sort of embracing that sound, I think, because it's also sound also moves in waves. You notice also today in pop music, everybody uses similar effects because it's the way people recognize what it's new. So you gotta jump on that wagon, uh, just in order also to make the ching ching ching. So yeah,
De amor, só dure o tempo que mereça.
I think I want to listen to more Fredjat. Very
E
nice
quando me
voice.
quiser, que seja de qualquer maneira. Enquanto me tiver, que eu seja o último e o primeiro. E quando eu te encontrar,
Totally off,
meu
sorry.
grande amor.
I wanted to sing along.
Que tudo que ofereço é meu calor, meu endereço. A vida do teu filho, desde o fim até o começo.
Ah. Got a little bit of nice mandolin there going on. That's pretty cool.
Amor, meu grande amor, que eu seja o último e o primeiro. E quando eu te encontrar, meu grande amor, por favor, me
I know it's totally unrelated, but I'm thinking of those kids, and I don't know if this picture was made in '96, and if this is a picture made in '95, '96 when this album came out in purpose for this album, I'm thinking like, wow, all those kids, they must be like 26 now, like they're all adults. I wonder if they know, that they could say like, hey, that's me right there, that's me in the cover of Fredjat of Barão Vermelho. That's all. That would be kind of cool also to know for them.
pois tudo que ofereço é meu calor, meu endereço. A vida do teu filho, desde o fim até o começo. Que tudo que ofereço é meu calor, meu endereço. A vida do teu filho, desde o fim até o começo.
Lovely, lovely, lovely with this organ. Nice, straightforward kind of progression for a song. Yeah, I mean, I kind of want to explore a little bit more Fredjat. It's funny because I've through this last year of checking a gazillion Brazilian artists, he doesn't come up as often as other artists, I have to say. Like usually we get a lot of the same names in terms of request, and a lot of the bigger names. But I have to say, like Fredjat didn't come up as much as as I don't know. Like you ask always more Milton Nascimento, or more like Chico Barker, all those more classical stuff. So yeah. Anyway, it's very interesting. This I think to explore the more 80s and 90s Brazilian sound or rock and pop music. It's actually pretty cool. I like it. It reminds me also a little bit things that I recognize more from also what I was listening. So that might be it also. So it's very interesting. All right, guys. Go check the videos of yesterday of Fredjat or the other videos of yesterday if you're curious also of discovering other artists. You know that I do always, dun. I try to make a little bit like more videos every day covering different countries just to keep it, It's a lot of work for free. But I love to do it and I love to share. So if you want to do a nice thing, you can go listen to my music on Spotify. It's a great way to support the page so that we can keep growing and keep enjoying ourselves. Ciao. It's been a pleasure. Ah, look, that's me. That's me in a playlist. Oh, this is me doing a cover. I want to redo the cover, man. I did that freaking cover. I did that cover. God damn it. I did that cover of Renato Russo when it was his birthday. And I really wanted to do it because I did it on the day. And I had pain in my throat that day. Like I had throat ache. So I really had to pull that off. So I kind of want to redo it. Anyway, guys, I'll see you later. Chicky bitty beam 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 beam.